Hey vinyl friends and vinyl community, it's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and it is Monday, which means it's time for another episode of Vinyl Editions. But before I get started, I want to remind everyone that I am running a 100 subs contest, and it is only up for one more week. So if you want to get in on the contest, you have to go ahead and subscribe, number one, and upload your entry before next Monday is complete. So please consider doing that, and I'd be happy to have everybody on board. So thank you for watching, and when we get back from the break, I'm going to show you my Eau Claire, Wisconsin haul. All right, welcome back. So as I said, this past week I had a business trip out in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and on that trip I decided to hit up the local record store, and the one recommended to me was Revival Records, downtown Eau Claire. And so I did hit that up, and I'm very excited about that. It was a nice little record store. The owners were great. Had a great time digging through their bins there. Just well organized. Everything seemed to be placed pretty properly. So a great store. If you're in the Eau Claire area, go ahead and check that out. And so let's start there, because I also have some more stuff that I want to share as well. So we'll start with the record store in Eau Claire. And the first one I want to show you is this guy here. This is Madonna's Like a Prayer. Not a super expensive album to buy. This is obviously a repressing that came out, but I just never see it in my area, so I decided to go ahead and take the plunge and purchase this one. It's a little more than it typically goes for, but if you exclude any kind of shipping costs or anything like that, it comes out pretty even from what I paid. So very happy to finally have this on there. Now I believe I have all the Madonna albums that I listened to as a kid. So very excited about that, to add that to my collection as well. All right, up next, this is one I've been looking for. This is an album I actually have never heard until now. This is Kiss's Creatures of the Night. For some reason, this album just always eluded me. I never bought it on CD, never had it on cassette, and never even had it on vinyl. This one is typically a little more expensive to find, so I saw it there. It wasn't too bad priced, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the cover is a little damaged here, but like I always say, I don't play the cover. That doesn't bother me. So I picked this up and happy to have it in my collection. It's a very clean copy and sounds really good. So Kiss Creatures of the Night, I finally have owned it, and I finally have listened to it, so excited about that. I picked up a Billy Squier album recently, so I decided to pick up another one of his albums, and this is one that I see a lot in the vinyl community. So I thought I'd give this a try. This was dirt cheap. I think I paid $3 for this one, so not expensive. Figured, what the heck. It's got the old hole punch in the top here, but everything else is in great shape, so excited to have this one and listen to this week. And finally, from that trip, I picked up another album. So funny thing, I was looking for the band The Babys, which is lead singer John Waite, who also is lead singer of Bad English, one of my favorite albums as a high schooler. And I had about 4 The Babys albums in my hands, and then I was going through them, deciding which one to grab, and this one looked like something I had seen before, so I thought that would probably be the best one to get. And lo and behold, I come home, put it on, and realize this isn't The Babys, this is Baby. Never heard of Baby before, but it's Southern rock. Southern rock's my jam, so I actually really enjoyed it. So it was kind of a happy surprise. Again, this was in the like $3 range, so I didn't pay an arm and a leg for it, but definitely wasn't what I was expecting when I put it on. However, pleasantly surprised. So if you like Southern rock, check out Baby. All right, so that's the haul that I brought, and I also picked up a couple cassette tapes, Dangerous Toys and Badlands, Voodoo Highway, while I was there as well. Those are over there, so I won't grab them down. The other half of today's episode I want to talk about, going to the picnic, I picked up my boss had a crate of records sitting in his basement for the last 10 years. They belonged to his parents and probably most likely some of his siblings as well. But he said, you can have them, I don't want them, so I brought them home. And while there were a lot of Herb Alperts and Dean Martins and Andy Williams in there, I did find a few things that I am actually going to keep here. So let's start with what I think is some of the cooler finds of this one. The Police, Synchronicity. This one is a royal pain in the butt to find your pressing in Discogs. There are about 3,000 pressings of this darn thing. It's insane. But I did find it finally after a long search, and I now have The Police, Synchronicity. This has the hit song Every Breath You Take. Really a good album, and this is a absolutely beautifully kept album. Great shape. Everything looks good on this one. So, Police. Also, I picked up a couple albums that I already own, but might as well have a couple copies. The first one, Quiet Riot, Metal Health. And this one is Still in Shrink with Hype Sticker. I thought, oh, well, cool. Maybe I got an upgrade copy here. And I pulled my copy out, and mine is Still in Shrink with Hype Sticker. I don't usually keep the shrink on, so that was weird. But I already have it, so now I have two great copies. And the other one was Van Halen's 1984. Again, looking at this one, I thought, oh man, maybe I've got an upgrade copy of this as well. And I pulled mine out. Mine's in excellent shape too. So I now own two copies of Quiet Riot's Mental Health and two copies of Van Halen's 1984, both in pretty darn good shape. All right, so let's get into some of the stuff I don't have extras of. Here's a cool one. This is the Stray Cats, Rant and Rave with the Stray Cats. I never really got into the Stray Cats, but it's good rockabilly music. I put this on, really great. Sounds pretty cool. Interesting band, but yeah, Stray Cats in excellent shape. So happy to have that there. Got some Johnny Cash added to my collection here. This is exciting for me. I do like some good Johnny Cash, and just started trying to get into the Man in Black here. So we'll start here with, this is Johnny Cash's One Piece at a Time. Not familiar with it, but definitely interested in that. We've got Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, the best of Johnny Cash. So kind of a greatest hits album type thing here. Interesting for there. We've got I Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. So that's a classic. It's got Folsom Prison Blues, I Walk the Line. So should be a good one there. We've got Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this one, but looking forward to hearing that. And the big one for Johnny Cash was this copy of Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. So very excited about this one. Looking forward to spinning this. Really cool to find this in the lot. So in pretty darn good shape too. Even the cover's in pretty good shape. So looking forward to hearing that one. All right. Also picked up a couple Simon and Garfunkel albums. We'll start with Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme by Simon and Garfunkel. Looking forward to hearing this one. And this one I was really excited about. I already listened to this one. This is Simon and Garfunkel's Sounds of Silence album. So a really good album. So classic Simon and Garfunkel. Happy to have those. I thought this one looked interesting. I'm curious to see how it sounds. This is Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn in Country Partners. So I have no idea what to expect with this, but these are two classic country artists doing duets, I would assume. So looking forward to giving that a spin. A couple things I saved for my wife. The first one being Gershwin's Greatest Hits. Not something that I would typically listen to, but she is into show tunes and things like that. So, classical music should be interesting. Gershwin's always is a classical good artist, so I'll be curious to see how this plays as well. And I thought she would like this one here. This is Nat King Cole, Stay as Sweet as You Are. Not a big Nat King Cole person myself, but she loves a lot of those early tunes, so I'm hoping she'll enjoy this one. This is cool. I thought this was kind of neat. The Association Live double LP. So kind of a cool package. I'm not too familiar with the Association, but I did pick up a couple of their albums for free and listened to those and thought they were pretty decent. So I'm going to give this a listen to and see how this sounds. So we'll see how that goes. I got a chuckle out of this one when I saw it, so I thought it'd be worth keeping. Captain and Tennille. This is Love Will Keep Us Together. Everybody knows that song. So I thought, why not? We'll keep this one and give it a spin and see what the rest of Captain Tennille's like. So kind of cool. Love this artist. I'm super excited when I found this in there. This is Roy Orbison's Greatest Hits. This is an older album, and so I'm looking forward to hearing that. But Only the Lonely, Crying is one of my favorite Roy Orbison tunes. Candyman, Blue Angel, Dream Baby. Should be a real fun record to listen to. Love good Roy Orbison music. Got a chuckle on this one too, but I'm actually kind of excited to listen to it. Air Supply, The One That You Love. Why not? This is classic 80s pop. I guess you can call it light music, but we'll give it a spin. Ain't above me to play some Air Supply. More for the wife. She loves this type of music, so we found the Supremes, I Hear a Symphony. She should love this one. And also the Supremes sing Holland Dozier Holland. So those are songwriters, so that should be fun. This one's got You Keep Me Hanging On it, which is a song that I think everybody knows, so it should be an interesting listen to. How about this? Kenny Rogers and Dottie West. No idea what this is going to sound like, but I like Kenny Rogers, so why not give that one a spin? Elvis Presley, How Great Thou Art. Gospel tunes from the King of Rock. Can't go wrong with this. Very excited about this one. This is in great shape too. How about Nancy Sinatra? These boots were made for walking. Gotta love that. So Nancy Sinatra, Boots. And last but not least, from the free records pile, we have Peter, Paul, and Mary. I think this is just a self-titled release, so that's cool. And Peter, Paul, and Mary's 10 Years Together album. This has a lot of their best songs on it, a lot of great hits on it. So really looking forward to that. Puff the Magic Dragon, Leaving on a Jet Plane. Yeah, it's going to be fun listening to these. I never really got into Peter, Paul, and Mary much, but I know a couple of their tunes, so why not give those a try? So that's what I kept from the haul from my boss's collection that he had. There's a bunch more that'll probably end up in Goodwill, but it was fun to go through them and see what there is. And now I want to show a couple things that I forgot to show before closing this down. I'm super excited about this. This is, where'd it go? Rocky, the score. I don't think I showed these. I'm pretty sure I didn't show these, but this is Rocky's The Score. We got Dolly Parton, Heartbreaker. Dolly Parton, In the Good Old Days. And the Superman 2 soundtrack. Really pumped about that. So very exciting there. And then also picked up the American Tail soundtrack. Man, this movie, when I was a kid, I loved this movie. And the song Somewhere Out There, always loved that tune. And so this one has the Somewhere Out There performed by the cast, and also Somewhere Out There with Linda Ronstadt and James Ingram singing it. So very pumped about that. And we also got Motown Ones. This is a compilation that I saw at Target's. This is a Target exclusive version that comes on a gold vinyl. So it's kind of neat. But my wife and I love some good old Motown music, so this was cool to pick up. It sounds pretty good. I enjoyed listening to this one. So Motown Ones. I don't know if it's got a wider release out there, but I know that I picked this one up at Target, and really pumped about that. So let's see, last but certainly not least, I picked up a copy of The Polar Express, which just came out last Friday on vinyl for the first time. Obviously won't be spinning this one until Christmas time, but super excited about it. It's got some great songs on it. This is a movie that my family watches with my dad and mom every Christmas, so super looking forward to spinning this record as well. All right, so that's going to do it for this week. A lot of stuff there to go through. Hope that you enjoyed watching those. Again, the contest is up for one more week. If you wanted to get in, please do submit your video by next Monday so that I can include you in the contest. Currently, I think we're only at 10 entries, which is great. I'm glad these 10 people entered. I'm hoping to get a few more so that we have a good draw. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also leave a comment below. I love hearing from everybody. Super love interacting with everyone. So thank you again for all the support, and until next time, keep spinning, vinyl friends.